extravaganza, the Art of Sport, LA Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Fresno State's offense will go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Here's the handoff. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to scramble. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
Defense just has to do a better job in coverage, guys. They did a great job taking away the quarterback's initial primary target, but then they left that guy completely wide open. Somebody busted on the back end.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a crease to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Middle Tennessee's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Guys, let's talk a little about Middle Tennessee. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again,
he lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now with fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those. Shots. Make those big plays.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, and he's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. The give on the option. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They've got it at the 36 on first and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try the run. Hard running there. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Off play action. Snares it outside. It's Rivers. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. That running back looks as if he'd be at home in the receiver room with that footwork along the sideline.
Yeah, Reese, this defense is going to have their hands full because this is a complete running back. He's not good just blocking or running with the football, but he can catch it as well.
And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's first down, Fresno State. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with short. The lone back's got it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
He might want another play. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Plucks it out of the air. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Motion from the wide receiver. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
So that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Here's a heat. He's going to take off.
It's just so nice to have a QB under. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Fitzgerald. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to... One away, it'll be 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. To throw, it's Hawkins. Finds his tight end. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag lane.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. The play action fake. Got him downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Patterson. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
That was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the third and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Going to swing it on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Flanagan. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. The give. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Give to the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Got enough for the first. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Catch in the middle. It's Rivers. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Fresno State lines up with a first and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Fresno State.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Snagged in the middle. It's English. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone,
understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
They get to him as he throws. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to pass on second down. Rushes on him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, we figured we might get an LA Bowl that would have social media buzzing, and through 2 quarters of football, indeed, that is the case.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Pressure coming. Sure hands, it's Cox. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll take it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Tight end now in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Pulls it in. It's Bender. Caught, and he's close to the first down on the nice pickup there. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a track.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
And the Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver. He catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. On target. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Got his man on the right. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Fresno State right back to the line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got it behind the line. It's Rivers. Touchdown, Bulldog! A great catch and run for 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down. Looking deep. He's got it on the right. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Got the first down and more. It's a fumble on the play. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
He'll do it himself. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally...
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Fresno State will have to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. And here comes the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's looking to pass. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Fresno State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdowns. Where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fitzgerald. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Kent. There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
I'll tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes a connection. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. It's a seam wide open. He's at the touchdown, MTSU. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Now on first down from the 30. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They're dealing with a second and long. They just keep firing. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Rivers. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Bender. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, theirs being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Dropping back, it's Hawkins.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
The short hands, it's Cox. Tackled there by the defense. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Scrambling away. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, and also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick strike complete. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. From the gun, the ground game. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air, it's Hawkins. He wants a big play here late. He's got it on the left. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man. Made a defender miss. Touchdown, Blue Raider. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. They send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have looked